Hey, hey, well, good morning, Team Abundance. Hey, I wanted to send out as succinctly as possible my takeaways here from Tampa conference. Had a really fun event over at the house here this Saturday. I loved celebrating my 46th birthday with so many of you here in Kansas City, but wanted to share some nuggets. Sorry, I have no voice. We went right into Monster Bash, and my 10-year-old, they won the whole thing last night, which was really, really fun. And this was baseball. So yes, we were lots of hooping and hollering and screaming and didn't get home until late. So they had, 23 teams and they took first at 10U. So that was a really fabulous win here, a way to wind down the season and then wind up here before the holidays, and just some great things coming down the pike. So, okay, what I want to share with you though this morning is just, first of all, some of my takeaways from Tampa. And for those that were there, it was amazing. It was so fun. Tampa is such a beautiful city. Lots of things to do just right there out on the boardwalk. So just know that as we have those who have been, like Lindsay said on a recent call, you can't put it into words. You just got to be there. So I want you guys to be thinking as I'm describing this, like with the destination in mind, what's the next step as we get ready to go to Sacramento here in April. But I want to just cover a few of my highlights here from conference and some details. I'll kind of jump back and forth, share some screen here, just kind of make sure everybody's all on the same page and on moving in a positive forward direction for those that are wanting to scale their business or take it here to the next step. Okay, so first thing, when we started out in conference, one of the things we were looking at was a speaker, Eve Turow, who has a book called A Taste of Generation Yum, like Gen Y with a big capital Y. And she is really a researcher, a millennial, but looking at food, but looking at where we're at and with this younger generation that's coming out, how can we relate to them? How can we make our business, for those of us that are, regardless of what business you're in, but how can you make a business that is appealing to that younger generation and include them and use all of the amazing ideas and the fresh new things that they are bringing to the table of how they think about food in particular and how they interact with the world around them. So just to look at some statistics, we look at the millennial population. So those were from ages from 1980 born 1980 to 1996. And then we look at Generation Z, which was born from 1996 to 2010. Those two demographics, so millennial and Generation Z, they are going to be comprising half of our population, 50% of our population, right? That's crazy. And these notes that I'm going to be sharing, I'm running through real quick. I will post those also. So if you want to print them out and take a look at them or go through them and take some extra notes as I am, as you're watching this video, please feel free to do so. So I'll put those up there. Millennials, they are the most stressed and anxious generation, and they feel like they have more influence in the world today through their food choices than through voting. Isn't that interesting? Millennials, she describes, are food obsessed. Teens are now spending more money on food than clothing, and millennials spend more on coffee a year than they put in savings per year. And how they are seeing the world and interacting, that's affecting food media. So think about every channel, major TV channel, they have network, they have some sort of a food segment, or even in the news, right? Morning show, there's a food segment part of it. So how food is affecting media, food policy, our tastes, our values. And that millennials, in many cases, they find that they feel like they have little or no control over anything in their life except their food. So they have an interest in natural, non-GMO, things that are real, transparent, comfort, DIY, self-branding. So food is a brand statement. Like someone may walk up and be like, "Hi, my name's Rob. I'm a paleo rock climber," right? It's like we identify with our food. Or I'm a vegan stay-at-home mom, foodie or whatever. And so it's really interesting to see that. So let's think about, though, as we plan events, or maybe what we call like deconstructed events, we know that 50% of people who come into our world in Juice Plus today, they come in through a non-event, meaning it's not that their first exposure is through John Blair or a Dr. Sears talk or whatnot. Their event, what they may come into is through a salad jar gathering, or maybe gathering down at West Bottoms, or meeting for a fun social evening somewhere. Like that may be how they enter. 50% of them is how they enter into our community here today. So think about, though, even in regards to the Tower Garden, or again, when we have recipe tastings, why are those so popular? The Shred, come over, try some cauliflower soup, see what you think, make some salad jars up, take them home. So what we have to offer is that food is bringing people back into their bodies, and that food is analog in a digital world. So when we are so overtaken by all this, right? Food brings us back around the table and brings us back into community. Okay, isn't that cool? So really great books, some really great things to be thinking of as we go into even to the new year, of what you want your business and your community to look like. How can we deconstruct it to make it universally appealing? Okay, next, let's touch on Juice Plus research. We have 38 published studies, 9 are underway. Many of them, here's some of the things we're looking at right now: topics: brain health, inflammation, aging, cardiovascular prevention and risk reduction, decreasing healthcare costs, right? Who doesn't want that in this day and age? Our microbiome, so looking at good bacteria, muscle function, mobility. And again, this is with a trio and complete and a 65 plus population. So again, as our baby boomers are aging, what are we going to do to help them? How can we help them to stay vital, healthy, fit, and have just an optimal life? Put more years in their life and life in their years. So a unique thing that's coming out now is Juice Plus Science Institute. So this is an entity that Juice Plus has helped to create. It's a nonprofit that is focused on plant-based nutrition research. So not just Juice Plus research, but plant-based nutrition research in general. And they're based around the 4 C's, which is we are collecting data, we're conducting research, we are collaborating together, and we are communicating findings to the world on the benefits of whole food plant-based nutrition. So of course, Juice Plus is part of that, because Juice Plus led the way in that whole industry, the shift from synthetic fractionated vitamins to whole food nutrition. Think about, too, Tower Garden. Tower Garden research will be underway there as well. There is research on omegas going on, looking at helping improve cholesterol and triglyceride function. They're doing some research on 2 versus 4 capsules of omegas per day, and also research on the quad, so fruit, veggie, berry, omega versus placebo. So again, some of those things are coming on behind the scenes. So Juice Plus does some research behind the scenes, preliminary research, but then they will send that out as they see a benefit. Then that will be pulled out and taken out to do our gold standard third-party research, double-blind, placebo-controlled, top-tier research at those third-party major medical universities, so that they can go on and get published, right? Another thing to think about when it comes to research that we had was our Nutraceuticals and Medicine Conference. So this will take place every fall, and this is a way that you can reach out, though, to health professionals. So what they are able to do is, and this is something that runs in conjunction with our Juice Plus conference, but what they're able to do is a health professional can reach out. They will get, for example, physicians get 5 hours of Category 1 AMA credits, or nurses, dietitians, pharmacists, dentists, chiropractors, etc. Then they can get continuing education hours. What's great, though, is they can attend this. So for example, the early bird deadline was September 18th. So they'll do it every year, every fall conference. So keep in mind for next fall, that every year, for example, $149 for them to attend the Nutraceutical and Medicine Conference, but they get into the Juice Plus conference for free. So they can fly in Wednesday night. They can stay, they stayed right there with us. We had Betty and Christy Lido, both attended this as well. But they can write that off as part of their continuing education. They can write off their hotel. They can attend the conference in the morning, but then be able to go to the Juice Plus conference and be with our team and community when things kick off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the Juice Plus conference, right? And then do some of the fun things, all of the fun things with us as well. So another really important factor to keep in mind going forward when we talk about research around our research. Another couple things that are being researched is a topic we call inflammaging. So think about inflammation and aging, right? Inflammation is the root cause of aging and disease. But looking at measurement of our telomeres, that's like our tails on our DNA, what that looks like, cognitive function, longevity. So again, research based around the trio and the complete versus placebo. How are we improving our longevity, decreasing inflammation, and slowing down the aging process? And then a product update, one thing they're looking at is potentially adding natural vitamin D, natural source of vitamin D, into integrating that to our existing capsules. That will probably come down the pike here in 2019. Okay, quick drink. All right, let's move to some business updates. So let's look at Juice Plus. We're going to consider this, what do we call ourselves? We are considered, what they're calling a C2C, as in consumer to consumer model. That is what Juice Plus is. So as we are moving forward into this next year, historically, because people say, well, are you network marketing? Are we multi-level? What are we? It's like we are a consumer to consumer model business versus a B2C or business to consumer. Think about Amazon Prime, right? Business to consumer or business to business, two businesses, working together. We are a consumer to consumer model that we have historically called, though, a virtual franchise, right? So we are combining direct sales, which is in-person marketing, with e-commerce, right? And web-based applications. There's a new shipping station that is now open in Nevada. It's helping cover our West Coast to get our transport time down a lot less. And to keep in mind how much Juice Plus is going out and the lives that we're changing. Juice Plus is shipping 1.7 million orders annually. That is crazy, right? Okay, so let's move to some topics. So when we have our Juice Plus conference, we have business training and we have corporate updates, and then we always have some health resources as well. So we had two great speakers this time. Dr. David Katz, who he is, some of his background is Yale University, Yale Griffin Prevention Research Center. He is past president of American College of Lifestyle Medicine, founder and president of True Health Initiative, nonprofit organization established to promote messages about health, sustainable diet, lifestyle, and in the service of adding years to lives and life to years around the globe. Okay, so a couple of things Dr. Katz said that I loved. Here's a great quote. Our DNA is not our destiny, but dinner is. And that 80% of the actual causes of death, right? Not, well, they died of diabetes, they died of heart disease. Well, no, that is what got them, but that was not the root cause, right? The causes of death is tobacco, poor diet, and lack of exercise. Those are the three main causes of 80% of the things that take lives, right? And he said those are, basically, you can think about it, it's bad use of our fingers, our fork, and our feet. So again, bad use of our fingers if we're smoking, right? Bad use of our fork if we're not choosing good things, poor diet, and then bad use of our feet if we're not getting out and moving and exercising regularly. And one thing he spoke about with the environment I thought was crazy. He said it takes 600 liters of water to make 1 liter of Coca-Cola, right? When you think about in the packaging, in the plastic, in the warehousing, that just all of that transportation, that's not sustainable for our body or for our environment. And he does, again, has that website, nonprofit website that's called True Health Initiative. .org, truehealthinitiative.org, and he has a book out called The Truth About Food. So definitely check that out if you're wanting to look and learn a little bit more about that. Dr. Jim Sears, which many of us got to hear here in Kansas City just this past month. So again, he was Emmy-nominated co-host of the award-winning talk show, The Doctors. He's a board-certified pediatrician, part of the Sears family of parenting, and just a trusted expert over the years. His father, Dr. William Sears, they have a website, askdrsears.com, the most highly sought after, highly pinged on website when it comes to families and parenting and nutrition. If you want to go on there and put in Juice Plus, you'll have Dr. Sears' story on there as well. But one of the things Dr. Jim had said that I loved, he said, traditional doctors do not have the time to coach you through nutritional changes, and that's why we need you, meaning Juice Plus reps and our community and our team. It's like, we are partners. We need they need us to be able to help to educate and walk with people, walk alongside people to help make those changes, right? To help them with their use of their fingers, their fork, and their feet, right? That's what we are about, but in a loving, non-judgmental way, right? Come as you are, but let's all raise the bar for each other. All right, loved it. Marketing updates. Okay, Wednesdays, make sure you are seeing your Juice Plus Insights email that comes out every Wednesday. So some great new videos that had come along there. And I'll screen share a couple of those things here at the end. But some new thefreedomrevolution.com, some new great things that came through there. So we've got the 2-minute video, intro video. There's the brand new now, Joy Kelly Freedom Revolution video. So that's how I would use kind of phase 2. I send a little 2-minute video to someone that may want to learn more about the company behind Juice Plus, how we share education. Hey, if you'd like to learn more, there's a great 20-minute video right below that says Joy Kelly. If they want to learn more about the compensation plan, you can click compensation plan on the top. They will need to access that through the password protected section, or you can just go there yourself, pull that off in Vimeo and send it to them. Perfect. Send it to them that way. It's about a 15-minute video. The password is revolution, lowercase, in case you need to access that. Both healthylivingrevolution.com and thefreedomrevolution.com. Password is revolution for both of those. But a brand new, beautifully done compensation plan video with Julie Herbst is there as well. Okay, TeamZ. Many of us are using TeamZ, teamz.com to access and do amazing relationship touches and customer care support follow-up and to stay in relationship with folks. Not just, and I love Sarah Taylor shared this weekend. She's like, I love TeamZ because I'm just being intentional with the people I care about. Some of them, it's not even for Juice Plus, but just my friends, maybe people I've lost track with, and that they have noticed, like they are like, wow, you are reaching out to me, and I love hearing from you. Thank you for thinking about me and being in relationship with me. So again, use TeamZ for that as well. If you need help in getting started, it's awesome. $19.95 a month. So we have a corporate rate with that now. If you had been on the higher, the $30 a month, that many of us, that's what we signed up for, that new price will go down effective November business. Or if you were on the old, if you did pay in full, then once your term expires after the year, you'll get 6 months free after that before you go down to that new corporate rate that Juice Plus has negotiated, because everyone loves it and is using it. We love TeamZ. Okay, and then we have some come join us incentives, and I'll click on those when I screen share here at the end. Okay. Moving on to some fun training. Andrea Bond, 39 Club, San Antonio, Texas. She really skyrocketed to NMD, then boom, just hit a wall. She was 18 Club. Then the next 2 years, she didn't even qualify for 12 Club, didn't even get an invite to the Eltons. And then she's like, I'm ready to restart my business, but this time I want to build it with a solid structure, a solid foundation. And she's like, here's what I did. And I loved her. And she was, I think 39 Club of the Year, Elton Award winner. She said, first of all, I decided I'm going to give my business over to God, turn it over to Him, right? I'm going to focus on the fact that comparison really is the thief of joy. and that I need to compete only with myself and not with others. I don't need to compare my journey with anyone else in this business. It's just about me and God and me and my team, and letting my team know, yes, you are a blessing, whether you do a little or a lot, and we're here to run with you and help you go at whatever pace and whatever path, that God has out here for you. Yes, that I am just in competition with myself, and I want to be the best version of me that I can be, and focus on that, and then help my team to do the same. I love that. And that is definitely the embodiment of what Team Abundance is about, and the team that you are a part of. So we are grateful for you, and we are thankful for that. We love what God is doing with this business. And then she reached out, though, and I thought, I love this. She reached out to Carrie Daigle, and her mentor, as a sideline mentor even, and said, Carrie, I want to build my business with a solid foundation. Carrie's been around 30, 40 years in this business now, right? Huge empire, worldwide organization. And he said, okay, well, here's what I want you to do. If you want to restart, you want to build this, I want you to go rent a venue, and I want you to book yourself as the featured speaker. And she's like, I don't know that I could do that. And as we were talking about it over here, I'm like, Sarah Taylor, because we talked about, where am I going to fill the funnel? How are you going to fill your funnel? Do you need to get new warm market? Do you need to go meet people? Do you need to join some meetups? Do you need to do some booths? Do you need to go book yourself as the featured speaker? And Sarah's like, I might wet my pants, but here's what happened when basically that Andrea said that same thing to Carrie Daigle, and he's like, I'm sorry, then I can't work with you. I'm sorry. If you are not willing to stretch and grow and get out of your comfort zone and go do something that is going to grow you into the leader you need to be, if you want to build this business, I can't help you. If there was another way, that's what I told team here this weekend on some of the things. If there was another way, gosh darn it, don't you think in 20 years I would have told you? If there was another way, I would have told you. But there ain't no other way. You got to stretch and grow and become more, right? To be able to fill it up and to be able to do more and help teach others to do and become more in their lives, right? But I love the fact she had this rubber band, and she's like, okay, if you only stretch a little, picture myself, I have a little rubber band on here. If you only stretch a little bit, and you let go, the thing's not going to go very far. But if you pull and stretch and you pull that sucker back and you let God work in your life and boing, that thing's going to go sailing. And that's what's going to happen with your business when you stretch and grow in those areas that you don't need me to say it. You got that little voice in your head saying, oh my gosh, I know I need to do an event in my house. Oh my gosh, I know I need to reach out and talk to this person. I've just been too scared to do it. Just do it, right? Just do it. Okay. All right. And I love, though, what she said is to build that solid brick house business, you need to build wide and you need to build deep, but you've got to have an established solid foundation. And what does that look like? Well, first of all, I need to build a customer base of about 24 customers, and we're going to use our little sticky sheets to do that. And then I'm going to help people reach the top commission level position of 22%. How are they going to do that? Well, they're going to find 3 people and help those 3 people fill out get those 24 orders and fill out their sticky sheets. And just keep duplicating. And all that will get you to NMD, that will get you to 100 Club. And like we said, it doesn't matter if you've been in the business 15 years. It doesn't matter if you're starting from scratch or you're watching this and just taking a peek at it. That is the system. Again, if there was another way, I would have told you. There's no loopholes. You got to build the customer base and you got to teach others how to do it. Now we'll be creative and find fun ways that bring people into your world and your community. So yes, some of you might really like doing booths. Some of you may be social media gurus and you have lots of people in your funnel just through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or wherever. So yes, we will tweak it to fill your funnel that way. But ultimately, there's a big piece, though, of getting up in front of the room and being able to talk with people, whether it's in a booth setting or, at that face-to-face setting or speaking in front of people. Okay. But again, utilizing a simple system for duplication. And she's like, yep, Team Z is my go-to. Okay. So let's look at now real quick, some systemizations. I love Karen Johnson, what she said. So now we've got our sticky notes. And again, I'll show you these when I screen share in just a minute. And what are we going to do again to fill up those 24 names, right? Those 24 households on our little sticky note sheet, our virtual sticky sheet, is we're going to start out by just sharing where we're going to meet people. Maybe it's texting, then a video. Think about, we're layering these things on. We're going to do a connection call, right? Get on Julie or I or your team leader's schedule, and let's do a 3-way 15-minute connection to share some stories and invite them into our community. We may do a launch call. So maybe we do something with Zoom, but they invite their family and friends that are around the country. It's like, hey, hop on for 15 minutes. Let's, Christy will share her story. I'll share my story and why they love Juice Plus, and what this gig is about and what this benefit may be. And so they learn a little bit about the product and a little bit about our mission. And again, to say, maybe this isn't for them. Maybe neither the product or the mission is for them, but maybe they know someone that it is. It'd be a perfect fit for, or a family that is struggling with health, that they could reach out and connect you to them, right? So we've got launch calls. We need to focus on time blocking, right? We have to be able to know, like, what are we shooting for? We can't hit a target that we can't see. So that's a big piece of it. And then we've got to time block and carve out. So do that power hour with your team each day. And then look at our conference to conference planning sheet. So all of us that were at conference, we took some time to fill that out. I posted that. Julie posted it here when we got home. So fill that out. We reiterated that Saturday morning. Make sure we've got to start with the why. Again, we've got to know what your why is. What do you want? What do you want to become? What do you need to have for your family to live that life that you are dreaming of, or that you're starting to dream of here again? We've got to have that target. And then let's fill out our sticky sheet and let that why drive you. Okay. Take ownership, be coachable, be teachable, be willing to do the activity. Okay. The other thing I'm going to encourage you to do, and whether you want to do a little mini blitz here between now and Christmas. Okay, maybe that's your time frame, or maybe it's hitting it January, right? January 1st, once kids go back to school. But I encourage you to really increase up your activity. That's what I did in the month of September. Really, I would say I did kind of a 90-day, I'm in my 90-day game plan that I started between October 15th, when kids went back to school, and November. So, August to September, August, September, October, here to kind of finish off November 15th. And that 90-day game plan for me was really increasing up my level of activity. So I booked myself with several booths. I did several talks. I still have a couple more yet to go even. But that 90-day game plan, what did that allow me to do by really ramping up my activity? Well, first of all, it allowed me to get a lot of stuff in the funnel, so it exposed my inefficiencies, right? It showed me, because I had to have enough stuff and have it, like, my life, like, budgeted out, my schedule, kind of really to high level activity, so that I could see, where am I inefficient, right? And that, as I go through that, then I'm able to see, okay, first of all, what are things I need to eliminate that just are not important, or not priorities, not moving me forward, not in alignment with my goals. Eliminate first. Elimination is good, right? Got to eliminate first. Then where can I delegate? Initially, maybe with my family. Caden, you're in charge of dishes now. Keaton, you're in charge of laundry now. JJ, thank you. You're going to be in charge of meal prep, right? It's like, where can I delegate within your own household? Again, if you have a common goal, though, everybody's on board. It's not just like, okay, I'm pushing it off, stuff I don't want to do on them and getting resentful. No, because we have a common goal of a family of things that we are doing and moving forward. But eliminate first, then delegate second, then third, outsource or ask for help. And again, maybe you do need to hire a sitter to come in, a couple of days a week to give you that undivided attention, where you can schedule one-on-ones or connection calls or lunch calls or whatever that looks like for you. Or maybe you need to have some home meal delivery, like if that's an area. So whatever those areas that are like, man, I need some help with, don't be afraid to ask for help or outsource it, so you can scale your business or your goals bigger, get that bigger life. But you got to get it like pretty much to max for a period. Not that I'm going to stay there. I'm not going to live there forever, but I'm going to get it there so I can get those inefficiencies and take care of them, right? Get rid of them. Okay. So as we close down, though, we looked at change begins with a breakthrough in belief. I need to surrender to the system. Again, if there was another way, Julie and I would tell you, right? There isn't another way. You just got to pull the big girl panties up, or big boy pants. If there's guys watching, and I told that, and Sarah, I love what Sarah said. She's like, I would wet my pants if I have to do this, whatever. And JJ's like, well, get some Depends. Okay, let's buy some Depends and put our big girl pants on, or throw on a pair of Depends, and gonna get you up in front of the room. Sarah Taylor said, yes, I'm going to be training at our Super Saturday here November 17th, y'all. So come cheer her on. I think Sharon Schneider might be helping me with some training here as well. So these are some girls that are stretching themselves and getting up in front of the room and doing some scary things. So you need to show them the love and support. You need to be there, and you need to be in the room hooping and hollering, because they are wanting to grow, because they have some big goals in their life and for their family. Okay, so I want to challenge you guys wherever you're at. Maybe that looks virtually. Maybe that looks in your own place. I will say, for you, those of you that are in Kansas City, I got to apologize, because I'm doing you a disservice by doing things for you. And as I talk to team leaders all around the country, they're like, yeah, my largest legs, my biggest growing legs are always my legs that are out of town. So I know you're at a disadvantage if you're here in town. I'm sorry, I can't help it. We're not moving. But what I need to do and how I can help you is let you rise up. You host the event. I would love to come and be that amentor and support and make some salads with you, but you host it. Let me teach you how to plan for it, build for it, host it, do it, rise it up and make it happen. Because if you just keep coming, and people don't ever see your team, like your blossoming team, if they don't see you as a leader, you're never going to be a leader. So I don't want to hold you back because you live in town, right? But let's do things together, absolutely. But then let's rise you up and get you guys up in front of the room, or in whatever capacity, making salads or recipe tasting or whatever, okay? So surrender to the system. Ambition. People have a lot of ambition, a lot of goals and dreams out there, especially those millennials. I will tell you that ambition needs a vehicle, and let's have it be our Juice Plus, our virtual franchise, our consumer to consumer business, right? Our $50 annual, no inventory, no overhead, build a third party residual income. Don't be out there driving Uber at night to create extra income. Don't be picking up a shift. I mean, I talked to a mom this past week that she's like, yeah, I'm working Monday through Thursday night, or 5-6 days a week. She's home with her kid during the day. Her husband's working during the day, and she's working at like Jack Stack in the evenings just to make ends meet. I'm like, but her family, she and her husband, they don't even get to see each other. She's with the kids during the day. He comes home, takes over. She's off waitressing at night. Like, okay, I love that. I love that hard work ethic, but I'm like, holy crap, girl, let's get you something that can create some residual income for you so that you can be with your family. You don't really want to go be gone here over the holidays working crazy hours with the teenagers, do you? I mean, do you really, as a mom of a little? No, no, she doesn't. So let's look at how in this gig economy, how Juice Plus can be relevant for them, right? So let's think about these non-events. Maybe it's meditation and smoothies, yoga and mocktails, maybe a smoothie play day, kombucha on tap, some really fun things, right? Okay, so save the date. If you are in Kansas City, I think Sharon Schneider's putting out First Fridays, West Bottoms, like let's meet and have some fun, have some drinks, do some shopping, hang out. So stay tuned for that if you're in KC Abundance. I'm having a salad gathering. We're having our next shred, again, is November 5th. So I'm going to do a salad gathering here at the house on November 4th. Okay, so if you have anybody, 3 p.m., come on over. If you're outside Kansas City, maybe this would be a good time to schedule one yourself, right? Schedule something to kick off the shred. Nyla is having a Thankful for You dinner November 10th here in KC. November 16th, John Blair, he was the Senior VP of Juice Plus. He was one that was so instrumental in helping us make that decision to go into nutrition and research. He was the president and on the board of directors for the Council for Responsible Nutrition, which is the leading trade industry for the whole nutritional support industry all across this nation. So again, building that belief, get your customers, get their spouses there, people who you want to have on your team, have them invite their spouses to come to this, have them bring friends. But again, what is the layer? If they're not there yet, don't think that you're going to bring them and this is going to be their first exposure. They probably won't show up, right? Or it will be too overwhelming for them, or they will be overwhelmed with just all of it. So love them, layer them into our community, right? So start by, who are you going to text this week? Who are you going to invite to that salad party next Sunday? Who are you going to share the Joy Kelly video with, 20-minute video to layer in? Who are you going to get on that connection call with Julie or I or your team leader, right? Who are we going to do a one-on-one with between now and November 17th? So they've had these series of educational exposures into our community, so it's not a fire hose, or they just don't show up because it's like, okay, that seems too weird. I don't know who these people are. What are they trying to, pull me into? Is it one of those things? None of that will go through their head, or all of those objections will be discounted when they feel part of our community. But that can only take place if you layer them in our community before you invite them to the bigger event, right? But then, heck yeah, get them to that bigger event. So think about, save the dates, PJ Regional, that's going to be taking place all around the country on January 4th and 5th. So kind of kick off your business from your living room in your pajamas. So stay tuned. We'll have some other regional type of things in our team that we'll be doing. Branson Boot Camp, January 25th. So a lot of us, again, if you're here in the Midwestish area, plan to come to Branson with us the 25th through the 27th. And then culminating with our April 11th through 13th JP Live out in Sacramento. Okay, so just a quick, I'm going to do a quick screen share as we wind down so you can see a couple of these fun things. Okay, so first of all, Branson, as I mentioned before, really amazing. Wendy Campbell, Susie Cruzy just made 100 Club. Ali Schneider, I didn't even recap any of her stuff. Some of you have heard her speak on customer care. That is fabulous. Oh my gosh. So hearing that. And then of course, Catherine Lee, we love Catherine Lee. She's just an incredible, just life mentor, I know, for so many of us. So again, early bird deadline through November 15th, lmievents.net. Okay, Branson Boot Camp. We'll be talking about that some more and getting condos. This was the True Health Initiative we talked about with Dr. Katz, his new book. Okay, so truehealthinitiative.org. Check it out. Okay, we're going to get out of that one. Now, what's my next one? Okay, Juice Plus. I'm going to go back down here to, I'm going to go back to email. Okay, your insights. So again, every Wednesday, you're going to see these Juice Plus insights. Lots of great things there. Okay, make sure you do not pass that by. Make sure you read those and click on those. Okay, so as I go to Juice Plus Insights, first of all, here are all those featured videos that we just talked about. So the new compensation plan, again, with Julie Herbst is there. Core values from the company, the Juice Plus, the Wellness Plus. So if you are working with someone that has a client base, okay, you can partner with them. This is a corporate entity, corporate sponsored program, formerly known as professional support program, at Juice Plus, Wellness Plus. Okay, great video there. Come join us. Some new videos here. Can again scroll down, lots of really fun things. So again, they may be reaching out to more millennials. Okay, Elton Award winners, Founders Award, our darling Tanya Oxley as well. Okay, so some fun things and some promos here coming up for Sacramento. Juice Plus products and research. Again, new research that has come out. Wisdom tooth extraction. This is our little jumpstart to better health video that many of us have been using here previously. And then about that, the new Juice Plus Science Institute that we mentioned. And then what are some upcoming dates? So again, Juice Plus insights, super important. And then when we click on those incentives, so we're going to wind down with this. So again, when we look at, this is on top of just our existing healthy living plan, incentives, etc. So let's look at what are the new incentives that are coming out. So any new rep that joins between application date between October 22nd and January 31st, and they have to achieve their healthy living plan in their first 30 days. Okay, so we need to do it in their first 30 days. If they're a new representative, then they will get not only their $100 bonus like normal, they move up to 6% like normal, but they're going to get a free ticket to Juice Plus Live Sacramento. Okay, so that is new, a little special incentive here going on for this fall and winter. If you're an existing representative and you add new team members, so again, as you help 2 people to get their healthy living plan, you're going to now get a $100 bonus, right? $100 bonus for you, and you get registration fee reimbursement to a regional or boot camp. Okay, hello, we've got February regional here in Kansas City. We've got January Branson boot camp coming up, so some really awesome stuff. 3 HLPs. So you now have sponsored 3 people, right? Now you're going to get the above extra $100 bonus for you. Your boot camp is paid for, plus you're going to get in a summer tour prize package. So be able to maybe go to a summit or do something really fun for free. So again, these are some drawings, and you can, again, additional drawings for conference, etc. Okay, so what does that look like? So wrap it all in a big bow here. Okay, now I'm on my mission-driven model.info. Okay, under our Getting Started Fast Track program, again, this is what we are sending to our team members. This is our sticky notes, right? It all comes back to the stickies. Okay, we're gonna just look at our sticky notes. Okay, so when I look at my sticky notes, again, just to reiterate, this is the marketing plan, right? We help people, 3 households to get their trio. Now they get their $100 bonus. Now they get their 6% commission. If they're a brand new rep, what happens now? They get an additional, they get that Juice Plus Live conference ticket, right? So now we help them continue filling out their sticky sheet. So they keep filling out household orders. If we're doing it points-wise, 2,000 points, it takes about 12 trios, but it's a minimum of 8 households. Okay, now they move up to 14%. They need to have at least 1 buddy, though. So ideally, we help their buddy do what? We help that buddy get 3 households, get their $100 bonus, and their free conference ticket, special incentive, right? Free conference ticket to Sacramento. What happens to this now 2,000 pluser, right? Now they're finished out their blues. Again, they get their $300 bonus. You as their sponsor gets the $300 bonus, and that new VF, new 2,000 pluser, they get their free conference ticket. So lots of free conferences. You see, we are all going to be going to Sacramento, and it's going to be amazing, and plan for some fun at wine country, me having no voice after there. Okay, and then what do? Continue building till we have 24 trios. Again, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way, right? And help fill out, once you've got your orange one filled out, your goal is to get to sales coordinator. Don't leave money on the table. Get to 22%. Even if you don't want to build a huge business, be smart. Be earning the top commission level in this, right? Why would you want to leave money on the table? We want you to earn, okay? So 22%. How am I going to get my 22%? I'm going to print out 3 more of these sticky sheets. I'm going to find 3 friends that I can walk them through. HLP, 2,000 plus. Keep going until I have 24 orders on there, right? You duplicate that with 3 people. Now you are a sales coordinator, right? And you're well on your way. Okay, so again, to reiterate, back to the Freedom Revolution, here's our little 2-minute intro video. Here's where you find, hey, want to learn more about our company? Here's a 20-minute Joy Kelly video. Listen to some great stories, some different demographics from here, and then if they, you can either send them the compensation plan. Again, if you're trying to find it, if you're not in Juice Plus Insights, send them the compensation plan just directly. This is where the Julie Herbst video is going to live. I know I've got too many things here open at once, but Julie Herbst video, you can just copy it and send it directly, or you can give them the Password Revolution. They can access these different documents and resources as well. And then final little nugget I want to share, though, too, that I didn't mention before is make sure as you're starting to sign up new customers, we want them to get in this customer portal. We want to have them start to use that portal. Okay, so when they click on that customer portal, they're going to be able to log in. Okay, so I'm in my account here right now. Okay, we want them to be able to log in, set up their portal so they can view their own orders, they can view their details, they can go in and change any of their credit cards. So as a trend, that is the direction that the company, just in direct e-commerce, right? E-commerce, how that is moving is customers are going to be accessing their orders and making changes online. So we want to get started in using that. It starts by you guys accessing and using your own customer portal. Only about 20% of all Juice Plus customers, right, those 1.7 million orders going out each year, only about 20% are using the customer portal. So we want to start doing that. Okay, I know this was a lot of information, but man, how can you recap 3 days in 30 minutes? So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Team Abundance, for all that you do. And reach out with any questions, any coaching, any help that you need. And let's get into rocking this new year. Okay, going into 2019. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you soon.